This is a Groovy Boys production.
Hey guys, welcome to The Lookup. I'm your host, Mason Baugh, and I'm here with my co-host, Jackson Phelps.
What's up, guys?
Today will be a little bit different of an episode because we don't have a guest, rather we have multiple guests, some of our friends, here to talk about this idea, this vision, this maybe company in the future idea called Groovy Boys Productions.
So Groovy Boys Productions has been a vision of ours for a little bit here because essentially what it is all of us, our friend group, has these different visions, these arts. So Marc has his music company, me, Mason, and whoever wants to join it has our own talk show. Landon has his own photography business and shoe company. And I want to say, with your guys' love and support for all of our companies, it is amazing. And we cannot thank you guys so much for your love and support. It is beyond amazing what you guys have taken us from just a little show into something that we can get hosts like we can right now. And we know with your guys' love and support, you can take this company just as far as that. And I believe God will do great things for this company as well. And essentially for the future, we want to be in our own space. If that's going to be in Kansas City, Missouri, if that's going to be somewhere else in the world,
right,
it doesn't matter. We don't care. We want to be in our own collective space for a studio, for our show and Marc's music, and in an office space for either Landon's business and his shoe company. And we just want a space for all of our arts to come together and be this one group, this one big company. And that would be awesome with your guys' love and support. And we want to make you guys just as close to Groovy Boys as we can. So,
right.
Yeah,
for sure. And my personal dream is to be in either film or journalism or just somewhere in that field. I love editing. I love music. I love journalism, sports journalism. And that's really what I want Groovy Boys to be about, is being able to pursue our dreams and have it with our friends and have kind of, an easier guiding force behind it, something with a bigger platform to be able to promote our stuff and make us all better. I know Jackson has a lot of dreams in that same space.
And my dream is to be in the sports journalism broadcasting field. Either that's going to be having my own talk show, or that's going to be being a play-by-play. And you guys are going to hear this first. By the time football season starts up, I have had this for a little bit. Me and Mason talked about it. We're going to try and have our own Saturday or Sunday morning football show, talk about the week, and it's going to be kind of like a good morning football show. You guys are going to hear it first. Here you guys go. It's like a little breaking news, I guess. But and essentially, just like Mason said, and that kind of either sports film, sports broadcasting, sports journalism, that's where I want to be in my future. And again, with Groovy Boys, it'd be awesome to just take all that and make it a one. So,
right. And, a lot of our friends have different creative ideas and everything. And here with us, we have Marc Suduran, better known as his artist name, Marc Renz. And we're going to be talking to him about his music, everything around him. He just dropped 2 songs on Apple Music, Florida and Energy.
Take a listen.
They're beautiful. Go listen to that stuff. So now we have Marc Suduran on the show. What's up, my man?
What's up, dude?
So guys, thanks for having me.
Of course. So you've released a lot of music in the past. Your hit single in 8th grade was "Won't You."
we don't gotta talk about that, bro. That was.
Everyone loved that.
Oh, it was good, man.
So you've come a long way, even in these past 2 years with your music. So what are your plans for the future?
Man, my plans. I just want to keep. Every day I just work in my own room. I pick up my guitar to start, playing down chords, writing down words, see what fits, see what doesn't. I'm just learning every day how to perfect my craft, and I just want. My goal is to just be the best artist I could possibly be, make the best music for the fans and whatever, and perform live and stuff. I just have multiple dreams, multiple goals, but for now I'm just gonna start by just trying to perfect my craft, learn as much as I possibly can about music production and engineering and writing and stuff. Just try to be best I can possibly be.
Yes, sir.
Right. And another thing with Groovy Boys is we want to, advance each other's creative ventures. I want to help Marc with his music, help him with his videos and everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and I want to be able to help everyone with what they're doing. I want everyone to be able to contribute. There's been a lot of people that have contributed to Groovy Boys and to the Lookup. in a lot of ways.
Mm.
And again, with your music, like a ton of people have been, backing you up and like supporting you, and like with that, and like
Yeah.
us being one of them, it's huge that we could all just bring it together and just make it one big thing, and that's our vision for us.
So word on the street is that Marc Renz is dropping his debut tape, A Teenage Love Story, soon. Could you tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about that?
Basically, at the beginning of, whenever quarantine hit, we got out of school. My goal was to just, make as much music as I possibly can for the summer. Maybe make, try to take the best songs I made in the summer, and at the end, just compile it all into one demo tape, and just set it out there to the world. And I know, my music starting out might not be the best, but I'm just gonna try to learn, because this is a real journey that not many people are gonna go through. So, um, my vision for this project was just to make something. I mean, just show people that, like, I'm just like a little brown 15-year-old kid from the nice, like, middle class suburbs in Kansas City. I'm just chilling in my room making music with a big dream. So I just want to inspire people that, as long as you have a vision, as long as you have a dream and a drive to do something, this is what can come out of it. I just wanted to make music, and just, release it to the world, show people my talent and what I can do.
Yes, sir. 100%, dude.
Yeah, for sure. And especially with us being high school sophomores, I really
Yeah.
like emphasizing starting early on these things. I want to have my own show when I'm this old. I want Mark to be able to produce quality music, and I want us to be able to look back when we're 25 in 10 years and like, what were we doing?
Yeah.
And like just things, even if we're not world famous at that point, when there's things we've improved on, and even if Groovy Boys isn't a thing, even if the lookup isn't a thing, even if these things are just ideas of the past, we moved on to new things. I really just want to get started on these things because these are the things I think about all the time, and the things that I want to pursue, and I just want to keep driving at those things. So yeah, for sure. 100%.
That's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and get the rest of the Groovy Boys on for a little interview, just like Mark. Mark, you did a fantastic job, dude. We're so happy to have you on the show today, and we're happy to
Thank you. Thank you.
And now we have another member of the Groovy Boys, Tony. Welcome on.
So,
yeah, Tony is the producer of The Lookup. You guys know him. You guys love him. And what you don't know about Tony maybe is that Tony streams. Tony has a lot of things going on in his life, and he is going to be a part of the Groovy Boys along with us. So I like what you're doing there.
yeah, See, this is how I feel about the Groovy Boys. We're like a group of visionaries that are trying to reshape journalism for the future.
Right.
We're trying to not just reshape journalism, we're trying to reshape media. I mean, Groovy Boys covers a variety of things from podcasting to hopefully soon to come TV shows. Maybe music. We got Marc Renz on the beat over there, as you guys just saw before me. But yeah, I mean, like, Groovy Boys is gonna cover everything. We're just like Brockhampton, but not just music. Like, we're covering all types of media.
Right. And we've always had ideas. I remember us at football practice last year, you pitching me The Classroom, like a spinoff of The Office, and there's always just been creative stuff. You've had music before. So I think this is just a good outlet for us to be able to put all those things into, and they don't just like float away. Like, we can actually, work on those things.
Dude, merchandising, bro. If you guys want Groovy merch, hit me up, bro.
For sure.
Anthony, we have a quick question just for you. So we know that you produce the Lookup show. What goes through every episode? Like, what do you do to get it like?
So, basically what I do is I just open up a program, I press start recording, I check everybody's audio levels, and we're off like that. We're like the SpaceX launch.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ignition launch, bro. Like,
Yeah.
It's easy, but at the same time, you gotta like maintain audio levels. Got to make sure people are sounding loud enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy for the most part, especially when I'm just pressing record. But I mean,
Right.
checking beforehand. I mean, Mason does most of the work when it comes to editing, though. But I mean, I'm kind of like I'm not necessarily like a co-host, but I'm kind of there to fill in questions. Like, say for instance, people are not
Yeah, for
like
sure.
we're like a blank spot where nobody's talking. You'll just see me a little pitch in a quick question. That I
Yeah,
had on
you
my
have.
mind.
Yeah, you always have really good insight, and you always bring in good questions. You know, if we're at a spot where we don't really have another lead. So, what do you have going on personally right now that you creatively or business wise? What are you doing right now?
Right now I'm running around a Minecraft server while we're talking, actually.
Mhm.
But speaking of Minecraft, I stream on Twitch every single day, random games, sometimes Minecraft, sometimes
Right.
uh Valorant, I don't know, but recently I've been streaming Among Us. It's like a game where like you
Mhm.
basically you have to find who's like the imposter and that's killing people, and it sounds really bad, but at the same time it's a pretty interesting game. But yeah, check me out on Twitch. It's Phewo TV. It's PHEWO TV on Twitch.
All
Yeah,
right.
everybody go follow him, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And
All
another
right.
thing is like didn't mean to cut you off there. I apologize, but
You're
I'm plugging my stuff here, dude. I hope to start up my little clothing brand up again soon, the New Nature.
Yeah.
So
We all
I'm
love
actually-
your
we
nature,
all
man.
love that, man.
There
Look
we
at that. There you
go.
go.
we're repping it right now as we speak. Actually, got
Yes,
There you go.
sir. There it is.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I picked up all my socks. I'm just gonna throw it up again and
Yeah.
transition this out, dude.
Awesome. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
And now we have joining us Brady Stark. Welcome in.
What's up, Brady?
What's going on?
What do you feel about Groovy Boys? What do you think you can contribute to Groovy Boys?
I haven't really done that much of like my own personal stuff, but I feel like I've been like helping Mason and Mark with their things and trying to get people on the show for them, just see them like succeed and their stuff succeed. And maybe in the future do my own thing with like editing or YouTube videos or something like that whenever I have more time. But right now it's more just being there for Mark and Mason and everybody else with their stuff in it whenever I can. So
Right. And another thing with Groovy Boys Productions is like you don't really have to have your own venture to be a part of it.
yeah.
Like
you
Brady
can
has
just
his
tag
own
along with someone
Yeah.
else, like whatever they're doing, you can do it with them.
Yeah, I mean
Exactly.
Brady has his own YouTube channel and he has a lot of these skills, so and he has a lot of input he can get into these things.
Yeah.
Like me and him made a meme song on my YouTube channel, just stuff messing around like that. You don't really need to have your own whole thing going. And then eventually if he wants to have his own thing or if Jackson wants to have his own thing,
Yeah.
we could definitely set that up with Groovy Boys and make
Yeah.
it easier for them to get bigger in that.
Like right now I feel like Mason is really good at editing videos and stuff, and if we get more people that are doing stuff that they want to record videos for, it could be me, Mason, and Mark is decent at it too, that could edit
Right.
videos for them.
Yeah,
It
and I
wouldn't
feel
just be
like
them.
Yeah. And I feel like at some point we could, speed up the process of our show. Like one person makes clips, one person,
Yeah.
we could definitely like at some point, when everyone gets computers, everyone, we could make this a bit more established, especially if we get like our studio in a year or two. So
I think I'm gonna buy a laptop here pretty soon, or
Awesome.
a PC. I don't know. I think a laptop would be better, be more like
yeah, for sure. I've learned that since I got my MacBook.
Yeah.
So
like I wouldn't play any games or anything on a PC if I got one. I would just
Yeah,
be
for
editing.
sure.
So I think I'm already super comfortable with the Mac anyway. So
all right, Brady, thank you for coming on. We're gonna have two more guests on. So we appreciate it, Brady, and thank you.
yeah, no
Appreciate it,
problem.
dude.
All right, see
Thank you
guys.
so much. So, and now we have joining on the show, Fabian. How you doing, Fabian?
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing? How's your night?
Good, good. Thank
Good,
you for
Fabian.
good.
That's great.
Thank you for joining
That's
us.
great. Hey, yeah, no problem, bro. It's fresh. It's nice.
So we have heard that you are looking to be in the music industry. Like we've heard that you want to put together some tracks with Mark, and tell us a little bit about that.
I enjoy I enjoy like writing stories and whatnot. So you
Mhm.
mix a love for music and then a love for writing and narratives and storytelling. It kind of combines into into this motive to strive to do something with that.
Right.
Big
That's
words.
exactly what we're looking for. I like that drive, not just trying to like you actually get something out of it. You're not just trying to make music.
Taking it seriously, but still having some fun with it.
For sure. So
Sure.
what in the future, Groovy Boys, we've you understand what it is. We've
Mhm.
kind of just like this creative outlet for everyone to be able to, make their music, make videos, make our show, whatever. So what do you think you could contribute to Groovy Boys? This sounds like an interview question. It's kind of funny, but I'm not trying to make it. There's not much pressure there. Yeah.
You good. Shoot. I guess, help out as much as I can. Help promote everybody else's things.
Right. And we'll do the same for you. If you make music, if you drop whatever you want to do, then definitely.
Yeah, we'll be there. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Straight up, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, Fabian. I'm gonna enjoy working with you with music. I hope you and Mark can lay down something at some point. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you later, Fabian. It's gonna be awesome working with you, bud.
Yeah, same here.
And now we have on the show Landon Goldberg. Hello, Landon.
How you guys doing?
Doing good today. We've mentioned you a few times in this episode already. Jackson did a few times when he was, presenting what Groovy Boys is and, our ideas for it. So we know you have a sneaker reselling business and you're into photography and other things like that. So where are you trying to take your business and creative ventures in the future?
I really don't know, because at least for reselling, that's kind of like a passion I turned into a business. Like, I don't know how well you guys can see, but like I have like my shelves and stuff behind me. I've been in the sneakers for 4 or 5 years. I really like starting to collect and stuff. So like I quit. So, like, I was working at this job and I hated it. It wasn't like anything big. I worked there for like 2 months. I'm like, I just need to kind of pick up with income. So I decided to try reselling. Basically, I got my first hit off of a pair of shoes that I had for 2.5 years. And I sold them for a year and a half, and I sold them for 400. So, but like that's just kind of how it started. For how it will be in the future, I really don't know. I've kind of thought about going into business school. It depends on like what college I get accepted in, because I know if I go business school, I'd want to go to like Penn State, Berkeley, like a top school for that. And I would want to try to open up like a shop or something like that. And in some ways, like I almost kind of want to reinvent how reselling is, because I know that was a major thing when StockX originally came out, how they basically combined the stock market, which is another thing I'm interested in, and sneakers.
Right.
So kind of finding like a balance between retail and reselling, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I really don't know like how that could be and stuff, but I'm really not sure about how that future will be. And then with photography, I really don't know. I'm kind of just doing it now because I have some experience with that. My sister was a photographer, and she originally went to school for that. But like I legit was just taking photos for my school in a journalism class, and my teacher thought I was good, so I got moved up to like the actual magazine, and that's just kind of what I do now. If anything, I might turn photography into like a journalism field, but that's not really what I want to do. It's just kind of like a side hobby school thing I do, if that makes sense.
Yes, totally.
Okay. Yeah.
I do have a question though. You said that you sold a shoe for 400. Do you know what the exact shoe was?
The exact shoe, because this is only a couple months ago. I don't know if you guys could put a picture up on it, but it was the Rookie of the Year Jordan 1.
Oh, yeah.
It was like it's like the Chicago color blocking. So like, do I have a pair? Yeah, hold on. I gotta get this because it'll be easier to show. But like, so it's like this type of color blocking to where it has like the white and then like the other color. It was kind of like a nubuck suede with like the wheat brown color, like what a pair of Timberlands look like. So I never really wore them. I got them originally for myself when they came out. So I just never wore them. So I flipped them.
Okay.
So, nice.
That's a cool start, awesome. Especially for how much I think you want for retail, right?
Yeah. So I mean, so like after tax, because of that, it was probably like 175-ish, and selling them for 400.
Wow, that's good. That's awesome.
So Right back to round to Groovy Boys. You're our last interview on this podcast. It's going to be a shorter one this time. So what do you think you'll be able to contribute to Groovy Boys, and what is your vision for us and, you know, our creative ventures and things like that?
Well, I feel like the thing with Groovy Boys that kind of sets us apart and kind of like pulls inspirations from a bunch of other groups. So like a major one that I kind of think of just like immediately is like 88 Rising, like the label that's like Joji, Dumbfounded, Rich Brian, those guys. They all like they have a center of music and stuff, but they all have like all these different things. Obviously, Rich Brian does his own stuff. He's a comedian. He does the podcast and then he raps. Joji obviously got famous with Filthy Frank. I don't know how much I don't think he does that anymore. But it's kind of like how we're all pulling in our different things. So like Mark has his music. Mason, you do video in the podcast. Tony streams. Who else? Zaner, doesn't he stream? I think. And then everyone else, we all just kind of like have our own thing that we all kind of apply towards. Like there's one person that's kind of good at a certain aspect, and because of that, we can all like empower and help each other. So I feel like kind of how I fit in is like I just kind of have like that journalistic background. I know everyone else does like the video journalism, but because I'm the only writer and I'm the only photographer, I kind of understand it, and like I understand questions and interviews and stuff like that because that's what I have to. Yeah,
I feel like having the aspect to help, like my robot just died. Having the aspect to help improve the podcast and whatnot. I feel like that's a very important and crucial thing. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely just like a big fusion, I guess, of all these different ideas, different career, future path things, you know? Yeah. It's a big cultivation.
Yeah, for sure. And I think everyone can, like you said, everyone can advance each other's skills, and, you know, we can help Mark with his music however we can. We can help him with his videos. People can help out with the people can help out with the podcast. You know, everyone can advance each other's craft, and we can make each other better. And that is the end goal.
Exactly. And that's definitely how I feel it could be, especially because right now we're just a bunch of teenagers that don't know what the hell we're doing. Right. Experiencing this stuff. To this is just us messing around and finding something cool. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know? Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that's an important thing, is that we're just kind of all learning as it goes, and if it ends up being something successful, then that's cool. And we have this big brand that we started from nothing, and we just kind of, you know, said screw it, let's go for it. You know what I mean?
How I think about it is like, it's like we're just a bunch of sophomores from Kansas City, Missouri, who are just living a dream almost. Like we all have these big things that we want to make in our world, but we're all trying to come together and help each other out with that.
Exactly.
You
know? Yeah.
I agree, man. Thank you, Landon, for coming on. This is our this is about to be the end of the episode. So I guess I could just outro this out. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys understand what Groovy Boys is after we've talked to most of the members. I mean, we're not really, you know, these aren't the only people that are going to be involved. There's other people that help out and everything, and there's other people that will probably come on. Like Fabian just now a few days ago was talking to us about wanting to be in it, and then we got him on here. He talked about his music and everything. So I really think we can grow this, and I'm very excited for the future. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see everyone next time.
This is a Groovy Boys production.